viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode on this Untitled podcast. People, in today's episode, we want to discuss the role, the importance of illegal foreigners in South Africa. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know, we family, right? Hello. People, the importance of illegal foreigners cannot be understated or overstated. It has to be stated. Now, why am I saying this? You see, normally when we talk about illegal foreigners, we always tend to focus on the criminality, the crime, the criminal, and that is what we hardly focus on. But we all tend to forget that a good majority of South Africans live in lower income areas, middle to low income areas, right? And the majority of those South Africans tend to use the services of some of these illegal foreigners. Now, let's be honest, not every illegal foreigner is a criminal. So, we do not want to attempt to assume that every illegal foreigner or undocumented foreigner is a criminal. We don't want to do that, right? Yes, we do know that there are those that are committing crimes, that are doing crimes. Legal foreigners are committing crimes. Legal citizens are committing crimes. Illegal foreigners are committing crimes. And illegal uh, tourists are also committing crimes, right? So here's the thing. That's what I want to focus on. Our everyday existence, right, focuses around foreigners, right? Undocumented foreigners at that. Now, we have no proof that they're undocumented because we don't go around asking for their papers. We just want services rendered or products bought from them. Now, we don't know if the person is legal or not. So here's the thing. We look at foreigners as like, they need to go, they must go, they ruining our country, and we just think of all these negative things that go on, right? Because we're looking at it from the side of criminality. But then we tend to forget that the nearest point that you buy your local quick bread milk, tin of sugar, tin of this, packet of sugar, tin of jam, tin of peas, or whatever, is your local spaza shop. 99.99% of those spaza shops are not run by local South Africans. Your first point of call is to a foreigner. Whether that foreigner is documented or not, that's irrelevant to the at the time that you need this specific product. Another thing is 99.99% of the time, if you live in these low to middle income areas, you need your haircut, you're gonna go to a local foreign, you're gonna go to an illegal foreigner, or you're gonna go to a foreigner, legal or not, undocumented. You don't even know. That's it, right? Most of the buildings that go on in these backyards, in these extensions, in these middle income and low income areas, who's doing all these buildings? Is it not Mozambicans, Lesothans, Zimbabweans? It is. Do you even bother to ask if they're documented or not? No. Do you just want your house built? You just want your lawn cut, your grass cut. You just want your car fixed. You just want your things done. And all this is being done by foreigners, legal or not. We just trust that these people are not criminals, and we just trust that they'll do a good job. And the reason why we go to these people, to be honest, is because these people serve us at a much cheaper rate, a much affordable rate. And these people are willing to work much longer hours than our own brothers and sisters. So, the importance of illegal foreigners in South Africa. I'm using the word illegal, disclaimer, because we don't ask for papers. So, even though some of them are legal, some of them are not. But hey, the way we roll in South Africa, you're a foreigner, you're a foreigner. You're legal, you're illegal. You're a foreigner. As long as you're black, you are illegal. That's the unfortunate reality of South Africa, right? People, as much as we want to say these people must go back to their countries of origin, right? These people must leave South Africa, they must go home. Have you ever stopped to think how it would affect our communities in the middle income and the low income bracket? Have you ever thought the impact it would have on the societies that these people's services are utilized by the majority of low income South Africans. Never once do we ever think to say, if Abdul or if whoever, what are common names that are foreign names that are, they have all these words as names, like Sunday and who, uh, I know Abdul, Muhammad, Sunday, I don't know, all these foreign names, but yeah. If they have to leave today, let's be honest, and no other South African decides to take up a tuck shop, are you willing to go all the way from your house to the nearest mall? Because where we live, to be honest, there's mall, but they're not your. These are your not malls per se, but there's these buildings along the main road, right? And those buildings used to be operated by your old time national companies, right? South African companies of pride, and all those companies have moved out or closed down. And guess who's replaced those companies? You guessed it. Foreign nationals have taken over there. You know, so if it's not a general store, it's a barber shop, it's a hair salon, it's an internet cafe, it's a store that sells traditional African foods. It's all these different types of cell phone repair shops, it's car parts, it's what else? I'm trying to think. It's audio, radio, and TV shops that also double up as cell phone shops as well. Then you ask yourself, if all these people have to disappear here, right, and they all get tracked and they must go back to homes, who's going to replace all these people? Local South Africans, we do not have the money, the budget, or the expertise because we are not that entrepreneurial like these people are. If we were that entrepreneurial, these people wouldn't stand a chance in the spaza shop space. Now, would they? No, they wouldn't. But here they are, exceptional entrepreneurs and good at what they do. And that's why they're still in business. And our people have been run out of those businesses because these people are just better at it. Right? So here's another thing. As a South African to a South African, I will come to your house and I will, I don't know, offer services like, I don't know, lawn mowing, grass cutting, or car fixing, car washing. And I will charge you a price that you're going to find offensive. And I'll be like, but the economy is hard, right? And you're going to be like, nah, dude, that's too expensive. Foreigner comes along, offers the exact same services, but at a much cheaper price. And you buy it. You take it. You offer it. You take up his offer. So, who again do we blame in this situation of illegal foreigners? When our own brothers and sisters sell us, or, or not sell us, what do? They offer us services and or products at what we would call ridiculous prices. I mean, the mere fact that ShopRite is selling something at 30 Rand, you as a local person, local South African, selling in your local spaza shop, selling to other South Africans at 29.99. What's the difference? But if I go to a local spaza shop and that thing is 15.99 or 14.99, do you see the difference? At some point, Somalis were selling bread for like, I don't know, 9.99, 12.99, 10.99. And you're thinking to yourself, God damn, how do they get this right? Why are they? Sometimes you go to these Pakistanis and they'll fix your thing and they don't. They say, no, 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 it's fine, it's fine, no, 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 it's small man, you can go. Where would the South African do that? Like, nah, just fix it now, you can go now, it's sharp, it's not cool. Nah, you gotta pay something. So if they go and they leave, who's going to take their place? That's my question. Because from a South African to a South African, we are not that lenient to each other. No, we're not. And we don't care to be lenient because we have a family to feed. Okay, so if we have families to feed, right, and we're charging these exorbitant prices like what our fellow South Africans think, right? How are these people able, how are these foreigners able to charge lower prices? Do they not have families to feed? Do they not live in the same city as we do? Or are they here just to render services in Cape Town and then move back to wherever they come from and then come back the next morning again, do the same cycle and repeat and go back to their cheaper homes? No, it's not. So, is it fair to say that as South Africans, we are so unfair to each other that we are willing to extort money from each other by charging exorbitant prices? I mean, the last time South Africans had tuck shops, those prices were almost on par with local retailers. The main reason why the Pakistanis have taken and the Somalis have taken over the spaza shop space is because they came in with much cheaper prices, much lower prices, and much longer hours, right? So, if foreigners had to live, where would you get your car fixed? Where would you get your hair cut? Where would you buy your local bread and milk from? How far are you willing to walk? How much are you willing to pay? Are you willing to get onto a bus just to go to your nearest barbershop? Are you willing to pay the local South African barbershop prices? If your answer is yes to all of that, then ask yourself this: how much are you earning for you to get on a bus every time you need to go and buy bread and milk? How far are you willing to walk just to go and buy bread and milk? Because the nearest you save or nearest shop right isn't just a few steps away. Can you imagine in the rain, you are running to your nearest user, your nearest shop, right? How far a distance is that as compared to the nearest house shop or tuck shop from where you live? The mere fact that Pakistani businesses, because I see they've taken over almost every big shop now and everything. The mere fact that these people seemingly seem to have more customers than your local USAFE says a lot. So if these people leave and go back home, that means they're leaving a big gaping hole in our economy. Can we afford that? I don't think so. The majority of people fixing cars now are your DIY mechanics. It's no longer a shop, like a real mechanical setup. Like, no, it's people on the side of the road. And because of that, they have no overheads, they have nothing that they do a similar job at a fraction of the cost. And you're going to say no to that? I mean, imagine Sunday or Obawase right in your street fixes cars. You see your car there. You pass it every day. He tells you, oh, well, because you live right here, let me start on your car. Now, you see your car, da 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 da. It's been fixed. You can see the progress. You right there every day. Done. You have. Whereas you go and leave your car somewhere in another area to a nice posh dealership. They've got overheads, they've got salaries, and they charge you an arm and a leg for the exact same job that Sunday or Abawase does for you. Who do you go to? So now when Abawase or Sunday is deported and he goes back to his country, you can't drive your car down there because your car is stuck. You now got to say, okay, hire a tow truck or get a buddy of mine to come and tow my car, and then we take it all the way to the dealership over there. The buddy's got to be paid for towing your vehicle over there. That shop's going to charge you an arm and a leg because they've got salaries and overheads to pay. And then you'll be thinking about Sunday and Obawase. If only they were here. Damn, it would have worked out much cheaper for you. Because as you know, as South Africans, we hate spending. We are not big ballers. We don't just like throwing out coins that we don't really have because we don't ball like that. That is why, as South Africans, when we open businesses, our businesses really don't last long because we charge an arm and a leg because that's what we know. We just think of how to survive on our own. We don't think about, yay, how am I going to make this thing cheaper for my for my fellow South African brothers and sisters? It's said that musicians, well-known South African musicians, can open stores, put their own merchandise in, and the store doesn't make it beyond 3 months because no local support. Why? Because the products are deemed too expensive. See what I'm talking about? And yet a Nigerian can come, not even an artist, selling the exact same merchandise and at a price that is negotiable. It doesn't have to be cheaper. Just like, man, 250 rand, man, I only have 200 rand. Okay, bring it. You go to the South African, man, it's 250 rand, man, I only have 200. Nah, bruh, sorry, the price is 250. Difference. Service. Thinking ahead. But then again, maybe the foreigners have other alternative businesses that carry that business. So that's why they can afford to give you a discount. Whereas the South Africans, well, we're not very good at multitasking and being serial entrepreneurs. We just have one thing and one thing only, and we depend on that one thing. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, damn. So before you shout and scream that foreigners must go, think long and hard about how that will affect your everyday life. And don't just jump on everybody's bandwagon that don't see a benefit in what you see in those illegal foreigners. Let me know what you think about this video. Was I on the money or did I totally miss it with this one? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we family, right? Holler.